So I have 3 seconds to capture your attention, or you're going to click away. At least that's what I've been told. So I have to figure out some compelling message to give to you so that you will stay here and listen to what I have to say. And that's what the marketers tell me. But I struggle with that because it feels kind of inauthentic. Feels a little bit like I'm trying to hook you into what I have to say rather than just connect with you. And that's I don't know. I don't know. I need to kind of figure that one out. I think there's some value in it. You know, I got to sort of get people's attention to be able to bring them in and then watch the stuff that I'm shooting. But at the same time, like I really want this to be real. I want you guys to feel connection with me, and I want to feel connection with you. Some days, man, I just don't want to do this. Some days I get up. Today's one of those days I got up and I just wanted to stay in bed. I just wanted to like chill and not get up and do the things that I need to do. I did not want to record a video today. I think maybe part of it is like the weather's changing. It's rainy outside. I live in the Pacific Northwest, so from here until March or so, it's just going to be gray and rain and cold, and it gets really depressing during this time. And I have to really kind of keep that in mind as my energy levels start to kind of move down a little bit, and probably also just give myself a little bit of a break that when you're moving into the wintertime, that is kind of where we start to hibernate a little bit. We sort of like, you know, get cozy and inside, and rather than trying to break free from that, just embrace that. But I I just wanted to turn on the camera and talk this morning and say sometimes being a dude is hard work, you know? Like there's these responsibilities. You get people telling you like, oh, you need to do this and you need to do that. And if you want to capture this audience, then you have to do that. And the algorithm wants you to do these things. And it's just exhausting. Like all I want to do is just encourage you guys. And I want to encourage you that in the difficult times, these are the times where you gotta like push through because that's what resistance is. The resistance to whatever your dreams are going to come up. If you are feeling like you want to do something spectacular, write a book, you want to start a podcast, you want to create a business, you want to start a business, you want to travel, whatever those things are, resistance is going to come up because that's what resistance does. And it's our job to suit up, show up, and push through the resistance, even when we don't feel like doing it. Because the universal law is that everything about being a human requires continuous hard work. And oftentimes, I just don't want to do it anymore. I just want, like, it's like the dream. I was talking with one of my friends, and he was telling me, it's like sometimes I just want to sell everything, go move to, a small country someplace, get a job at Starbucks and just create a very simple life, where I've got an apartment and I got a job and I just go and I do the very simple things. And sometimes that feels and it seems fantastic. And then I know if I actually did that, I would be bored to tears. And pretty soon I'd be out trying to develop something because in part that's what I do. I'm a builder. I like to build things. I like to build, like this channel. I like to build my website. I like to build my client base. I like to see things come into fruition. But that requires really hard work. And some days, like today, I'm just not feeling it. And so I have to like learn to motivate myself, because if I don't motivate myself, if I don't push through the resistance, then I'm just going to stay stuck. I'm always going to stay stuck. So what is it that you want to do? I mean, what do you want to do with your life? Where are you struggling at in doing something bigger, like, comment below, and I want to hear from you. Like, what is it that you want to do that you're feeling there's a resistance to? What is your greatness? What is the thing that you were put on the planet to do? And maybe you don't know what that is, and so then it's your job to figure out what that is. But because sometimes I think we get stuck on this idea of like I should always be feeling a certain way. If I'm going to do something, I have to feel a certain way about it. And that's not the way things work. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Um, I teach this, so this is something that I have to like remember and do for myself is that motivation follows action, not the other way around. If you want to be motivated, you have to do the thing that you're resisting to do. And once you start doing it, then motivation will kick in. So as much as I was resisting and not really wanting to do a video today, like I have to do it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And guess what? As I'm doing it, I'm starting to feel a little bit more motivated. I'm starting to feel a little bit more encouraged. I'm starting to feel a little bit more energy coming up in me. So this is a good thing because if you're waiting around for the feeling to hit you, like it's never going to come. That fuck feelings, right? Like your feelings will lie to you. No, I'm not saying you shouldn't always listen to your feelings and your intuition, but oftentimes your feelings are going to lie to you. They're going to keep you playing small. The feelings that you have of procrastination, of putting things off, of playing small, those are all your primal brain trying to keep you safe. Because why would you risk anything? Why would you risk rejection? Why would you risk failure? So resistance is going to come in and say, just play small, don't show up, don't do the thing that you're meant to do. And guess what happens? You'll be safe. You'll be safe for the rest of your life. You know, it's that idea, that sort of William Wallace speech, in Braveheart of you know, most men never truly live. And it's because we play small. We don't take risks. We don't show up. We don't push past the feelings and do the thing that's hard. And then the motivation starts to follow. So what do you think? Are you motivated? How are you feeling right now? Like, put a comment below. Seriously, I wanna hear from you. If you're watching this video, just what are you struggling with? What is it that you want to do that you're afraid to do, or you're afraid you'll fail, or you're afraid that people will laugh at you? People will. What's the thing that's keeping you that you want to do, but instead you're playing small? I saw this clip on Instagram this morning. I don't remember the guy's name, but he said something like this. He said, one of the things that I often do with people, especially people I just meet or people I work with, is I ask them this question. And the question is, if all of a sudden you were put in a loop and you had to repeat the same thing over and over and over again, but you got to choose what that thing was, what would you choose? And that was a great question. What is the thing that you would choose to do over and over again? You know, maybe it's, I don't know, having sex all the time. Maybe it's, finding, that's something that you have that you like that's satisfying. But whatever that thing is, that's going to tell a lot about you, what your values are, what your priorities are, where your shadows are. So if you had to be stuck in a loop, a permanent, eternal loop, where you could only do one thing, what would that be? Again, write that in the comments. Let me know. For me, I don't know. I think it would have something to do with building, constructing, having an idea and then building the idea and watching the thing come into fruition. I'd also want to spend time with my family. Uh, mm, Also, it doesn't sound too bad to be like just in a cabin in the woods someplace. And I think that's my ego telling me to play small. What do you think? All right. So today, go out, crush the day. Go out and make a difference. Even if you're not feeling like it. Even if you're feeling like the resistance coming up inside of you just like wants to stay in bed and not do anything. Get up. Do the thing that you were meant to do because the world needs you. And I'm saying that to myself just as much as I'm saying it to you. The world needs guys like us to show up and encourage each other, love each other, protect each other, teach each other. I can't do it without you. Anyway, like, subscribe, do whatever you gotta do, and I'll see you tomorrow.